Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. It is another crime and conviction day with your girl, Duchess Charm. So let's get it, okay? Firstly, happy 2021. It is the first Monday of the new year. I hope everybody's doing great. I saw some tweets and persons are just like, oh, I have to go back to work. Well, at least y'all got a job, okay? So, before I get into this story today, I believe it's going to be a short one, but it's rather interesting, so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to give a disclaimer, right? I give the information the way I get the information, the way I research the information, the way I find the information. I don't do investigative journalism, so I don't go onto these streets and talk to these people's friends and their families to get the 411. Whatever I find online, whether it is Wikipedia, Google, if it's a documentary that I watch or listen to, if it is the Gleaner, if I go up on this person's Facebook and like observe what's happening, that is how I give the information. I don't know these people, right? So to the relatives and friends that often find my videos and tell me that I am either lying or I didn't get the story straight or so on and so forth, I'm literally the messenger. I find it, I write it down, I make a dialogue, and then I come right here, sit down in front of my camera, film and edit and put out the video on Mondays, right? However, I am a human being and I'm open to corrections. So whoever writes whatever in the comments, y'all can shoot me an email, y'all can shoot me a DM and just let me know what I got wrong. I can always pin your comment or pin a comment of mine after we've spoken and you've given me the information straight and proper. You understand? But again, I give it the way I get it. So we'll be talking about a little incident that took place in 2018 with our main character being Jermaine Jones. So let us jump right into it. Jermaine Jones was born in Mandeville, Jamaica on July 26, 1988. Now, not much is known about Jermaine's life, his family structure, or his aspirations in his youth. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to move on from that part. When Germaine was 24 years old, he was invited to a friend's wedding, and there he met his future wife, Opal Christian. Opal was born on July 22nd, 1971, sharing the same sign as her future husband. She was a vibrant 41-year-old with 4 kids. She was also from Jamaica, St. Elizabeth in Junction, but at the time of their meeting, she had been living in the US for quite some time. I'm not quite sure how long she had been living in the US, but she was a resident. She was working at the Fulton County government as a tax collector, and she traveled all the way to Jamaica for her sister's wedding. Even though Germaine was about 17 years her junior, sparks went flying and the relationship was on its way. A year later, on March 23rd, 2013, the couple got married in Jamaica and Germaine packed his bags and moved in with his new wife in Georgia. I'm not quite sure what Germaine did officially for work while he was in Georgia, but according to his Facebook page, he was an installation and service technician at a company called Material in Motion. He also went by the nickname DJ Hypeboy Sugar, and he would post himself doing DJ sessions on his Facebook page. He was also a promoter and would host a list of parties in Manchester, Jamaica, one called USA Jamaica Link Up, and that was an annual thing, amongst other parties. According to Opal's family, there was a history of domestic abuse. However, Opal did try to hide it from her family. Her sister did say that she right out told her that Germaine did hit her. At one point in time, she had a swollen nose and she told persons that it was just her sinus acting up, when in truth and in fact, Germaine was the reason for that injury. The family was quite unsure when the violence actually started. For friends and neighbors though, they seemed like quite the happy couple. They didn't sense any issues. So what happened next came as a complete shock to everyone. September 27th, 2018. Opal was home with her daughter and her husband when an argument developed. No one is actually quite sure what the argument was about, but apparently Germaine snapped and he attacked his wife. He flew into a fit of rage and he began to stab her. A neighbor heard all the commotion going on and he ran over there and tried to stop Germaine. However, Germaine focused his anger on this neighbor and threatened to kill him. Therefore, the neighbor had to flee for his life. Germaine then turned his attention back to his wife and stabbed her until she had expired. Opal died that night in her own home. She died from several stab wounds inflicted by her husband. It was so severe that her head was nearly severed. Germaine then took to social media to send a few voice notes. We'll get into those voice notes soon enough. After he sent these voice notes to a few family members and friends, he then called Opal's sister, who was in Jamaica at the time, and he told her that she would not be seeing her sister anymore. After he got off this phone call with his sister-in-law, he called 911 and admitted to committing the gruesome killing. When officers had arrived to the home that Germaine shared with Opal, they found him in blood-soaked clothing and his wife's lifeless body nearby. He was then arrested and charged with murder. When the neighbors were questioned, they said that yes, they heard the commotion, and one neighbor even said she heard Germaine screaming, "What are you crying for? You're acting as if you've never seen a dead body before." This neighbor believed that he was saying this to Opal's daughter. Opal's family was very confused as to why Germaine would do this, because the family actually had a bond with him and they were very close. The family had to prepare to lay their loved one to rest, so they set up an account so they could get donations towards the funeral, and Opal Christian was buried on October 6th, 2018. Opal was 47 years old when she died, and Germaine was 30 years old when he killed her. Opal was described as a very sweet person, a very kind-hearted person. They said that you could never see her and she's not smiling. She was very jovial. So it's very unfortunate that someone like this life was taken away just like that, and she was not even 50. Also, Germaine was described as quiet, so you know, very shocking to the whole friend group and the neighbors and everything. But this is a perfect example of you never really know what's going on once you're on the outside looking in. Germaine was denied bond after he committed this heinous crime, and the prosecutors are seeking the death penalty. I haven't seen any updates since. Germaine is yet to get a trial or to get sentenced, so he is just sitting in prison waiting for his day in court. Opal's last Facebook post the day before she died kind of hinted to trouble in paradise. She wrote, "The key to marriage, be where your wife is at." A lot of assumptions surrounds that night. Many persons think that the argument started because of cheating allegations, and when you look at that post, it actually fuels those types of rumors. And the age difference has people talking about that as well, because she was 17 years older than him, and as a younger man, people were just like, yeah, he's probably cheating. At this point in the video, I'm going to play two voice notes that Germaine sent out for you guys, and after the voice notes are finished, I'm going to give my opinion on this case. So here are the voice notes.
Hey mommy, I know me you talk today. I tried to walk away from it, but it was not to be, and God know me sorry if you say this, but you're not gonna see me for a long while. Me apologize, me sorry for all the pain me put you through, all the grief me put you through, but But couldn't take it no more, mommy. God know I couldn't take it no more. It started with you, even though me that put up with it before you. And I couldn't take it no more. God know. And this might be the last voice note you ever hear from me. And I just want you to know, say, I love you. I never meant to do nothing to hurt you. All I want was to give you a better life than what me never have. And so you have to go through. And that's all I do want. Just a good woman by my side to support me and share with the people that I love. But I never did had that, yes, sir. You understand? I try to walk with over and over and I couldn't walk with. You understand? And if I never me, if I never she, it'd probably be me. So, don't worry yourself, mommy. I love you. I never me for none of this. I never made the fifth child for you out of five. I never made for none of this, mommy. All my want was the best for you. But I couldn't even get the best of myself. So I couldn't even give it to you. And I try to fight it more than you, and I try to fight it every fucking day, mommy. I try to fight it, but you I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't do it no more. As me I send this, I know right now, it might be the end of my life, or it might be, here for me in 50 years' time, but whichever the outcome may be, just always remember myself. Your third boy I always love you. Here I always try for you. I never mean you know harm. I never mean you know harm. But know this all stress you out. I apologize a lot. But God go with me and God go with you. May God give you the strength, the courage, the wisdom, and everything to overcome this. I love you, yeah? Don't fret about me, don't worry about me in this life or the next life. Just take care of yourself. I know so my spirit I will always be with you. My spirit I will always look over you. My spirit I will always guide you. I love you, yeah? Alright. Stalin Nation, this is Jermaine Jones, aka better known as Fresh Cash. And this might be the last time you guys ever hear from me because a sad, very sad and a very perturbed encounter just happened between me and my wife. And I fucking snap. When I say I snap, I snap. Wani, I don't remember your real name, but you go by here as God bless or God something. I made a reason over and over. I try to walk away from the situation numerous of times, but tonight I couldn't do it. It overcome me and the devil power me. The Lord did not try me and I walk away, I try to walk away, but the devil keep coming at me and the devil overcome me to succumb. So this might be the last time y'all ever hear from me, but just sift me. Right, I might be in a grave tomorrow, I might be in a jail, but this is the last time y'all gonna hear from me. I'm want to know, so yo, Fresh Cash, love you, love the Starlings Nation, Bailey, AJ, O'Reilly, Steve, Kemar, Jay, Poochie, Blacks, President, every fucking body. The ladies them big up on themselves, but it might be the last time we ever hear from me. So with this little time when me have, whoever get this partner and can give me a call to hear my voice the last time, give me a call because this is gonna be the last time when I ever hear from me. And much love, much respect and everything. You understand? But Cash was here. I'm gonna make a mark. But this is it. It's my destiny, it's my journey right here. Love is Starlings Nation, them. Big up on yourself. One love. Chuck, the Vibes crew, big up yourself, my general. Daya, you understand? Gavin, Matumbe, you always a mix up your name. Chin, the whole works, big up on the damn self. Tropical team, Jamal, Jamel, big up on yourself. Big up the whole Georgia Supreme Cricket League. It was a pleasure and an honor playing with you guys and serving. Mr. Skinner, big up yourself, MCC. Mark, Sheldon, Jimmy, Junior, the whole works. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. But this be my last note to the want to know, so yo, I always got around through spirit, strength and health. Bless up on myself. Alright? It was a pleasure knowing you all and serving with you all. Alright?
So those are the voice notes, and here are my thoughts. Firstly, I thought that Germaine was contemplating suicide because of some of the wordage that he was using and the fact that he was breaking down so much. Personally, I'm glad that he didn't kill himself, because I think that everybody deserves their day in court, and killing yourself is just the easy way out. Thank goodness that he didn't harm his daughter, well, not his daughter, but Opal's daughter that was in the house. I don't think they had any children together. I tried to find this information, but I did not. Opal had 4 kids and she had a few grandkids. I think she had about 6 grandkids, but she had no children with Germaine. Based on what I found, I could be wrong. Personally, I'm glad that he didn't kill himself, because I think that everybody deserves their day in court, and killing yourself is just the easy way out. Secondly, that man was not remorseful for what he did. I think he was mainly crying for himself as opposed to crying for the crime that he did. He was more focused on his party friends and what these persons were going to think of him and their perception of him. I felt no remorse in that voice note. Maybe there was regret that he did it, but there was no remorse at all. I did not hear any, at least. I kind of believe that he snapped, and that is the reason why that happened. But again, as I said in many of these videos before, if you're in a certain situation, you can always walk away. You always have choices. In his voice note, he said that he tried walking away, and tonight it just didn't work, and he blamed the devil, which is, you know, a typical excuse for these people. Maybe he really and truly snapped. As it relates to one of her children being there, her daughter being there, it's not confirmed if she was there or not, because, you know, the neighbor heard what she heard and it said that the daughter was there, but the police didn't mention that or anything, so we don't know. Maybe it's gonna come out in court. But if she was there, it's really unfortunate that she had to witness that or see her mother in that state. That must have been very traumatizing for her. It's still fresh because that just happened 2 years ago. I hope that she's getting the help she needs if that was the case. I'm sure that the family is just waiting for this man to get sentenced so they can close this chapter. Of course, they cannot get Opal back, but seeing him get punished is the justice that they're waiting for. Of course, we'll have to wait until more information comes out. So technically, we're just sitting here and we're waiting on the trial. So there's the crime and we're waiting on the conviction. But you know, your girl will be right here to update you every step of the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is going great and I hope you have a wonderful week. Before I go about my business, I just want to say y'all should leave a comment, because I will be doing a credits giveaway. I will be choosing a random comment and I will be choosing a random comment from a random video. So it could be last week video or it could be today video, and if I drop the video in the week, could be that video as well. The winner will be announced on Friday's video, so just lock in and check in for that and ensure say you write a comment so you can win some like a freeness. Come and know everybody love freeness. Alright, remember to be a beautiful soul, not just a gorgeous face. And until I see you guys next, bye. 23rd through Jesus Christ.